Hi, everybody. This is Tanya from Tango Business Coaching. We are on day 16 of the 30-day leadership challenge. Today, we are talking about recognition and appreciation. So, when it comes to motivating employees in the workplace, usually at or near the top of the list is recognition and appreciation. Simply put, when employees are feeling valued and they feel appreciated by their leaders, they are far more likely to go above and beyond the call of duty when those engagement levels increase. Employees want to follow a leader who acknowledges them and appreciates them for the work that they are doing. And I know I used to think, but isn't that the point of the paycheck? Right? A lot of leaders feel this way. Shouldn't I only provide recognition and appreciation if the employee does something special or if they go above and beyond the call of duty or the expectations of the job? Otherwise, their regular day-to-day performance is compensated with their total compensation package, right? With pay and benefits and other perks. That's the contract that they signed up for, right? So I for sure used to think this way years ago. And the problem with that line of thinking is that, yes, there is a contract in place. And yes, there is a total rewards package that, goes in line with that contract. However, that total rewards package does not drive engagement. So compensation is an extrinsic motivator only. And the effects of an extrinsic motivator fade really, really quickly, especially in comparison to an intrinsic motivator, which feeling valued and appreciated is an intrinsic motivator. Compensation can actually quickly demotivate an employee if that employee doesn't consider the compensation to be fair. So, in their own eyes, in their own perspective. And even if it is fair, even if you promote somebody, give them a salary increase, whatever, it's only it's only short-lived, right? So, and in fact, the opposite can even be true. If somebody is overpaid or they're compensated really, really well, it can actually then handcuff people into their jobs. So, if they're feeling disengaged for all kinds of other reasons, they don't have that intrinsic motivator, they may not ever leave because they feel like they're too stuck with their total compensation package. Especially things like DB pension plans really can handcuff people into their jobs. So that is the problem with compensation. And I would also say that the most valuable recognition and appreciation activities cost little to no money. So why wouldn't you do it, right? So if recognition and appreciation are intrinsic motivators, what is that exactly and what can you do as a leader? So building on yesterday's video of small things matter, it is the small forms of appreciation and recognition consistently over time that actually add up to employees feeling really valued by you as their leader. The book that I love on this topic follows the concepts of the 5 love languages that was written by Dr. Gary Chapman. He co-authored another book with Dr. Paul White called The 5 Languages of Appreciation in the Workplace. So the idea, and if you follow the love languages at all, the 5 love languages, the idea is that every person prefers to be appreciated and recognized in their own way, in their own type of language. So the leader, then in this instance, their job is to work out with the employee what their appreciation language is exactly. So you can actually go figure this out. They have a quiz on their website. It's appreciationatwork.com. So if you go there, there's a quiz. You could get all your employees to do this quiz and find out what their appreciation language is. It's going to be one of 5 categories. So there's 5. And if you, again, the love languages, they're very, very similar, except the context is the workplace, right? So the first one is words of affirmation. So these are the thank yous, the great job, and the more specific you are around the activity you are being recognized for, the more meaningful it's going to be. And of course, if you do it within a timely fashion, even more so. So You might say, thank you, so and so, for, doing X, Y, and Z within, whatever time frame. Um, those kinds of words of affirmation can be public, they can be private. Some people prefer public, some people prefer private. So you'd want to really understand from the employee what their preference is. The second one is quality time. So keep in mind, we're in the workplace, right? So different types of people need different types of quality time. So it could be just FaceTime with you, right? Maybe it's one-on-one meetings, a committed one-on-one meeting regularly. Maybe it's weekly or monthly or something. It could be going out for lunch or going for coffee breaks or, having development conversations with them. So the point with this one is to just be really cautious about fairness and inclusivity, right? So say, somebody really likes golfing and you go golfing with them regularly, that's going to be seen as a fairness issue with everybody else, right? So keep it within the context of the workplace and keep it workplace appropriate, right? So that's my caution on that one. The third category is tangible gifts. So again, workplace appropriate, right? They don't have to cost a ton of money. It could be gift cards. Gift cards are an easy one. It could be, I don't know, a mug. It could be a plant, like, anything that really you put some thought behind. Maybe it's something unique and specific to the person, if they collect something or whatever. Just make sure that it's something that's, again, work appropriate, right? So the fourth category is acts of service. So things like, coaching and mentoring could be a really important one in this category. It could be rolling up your sleeves and helping if there's a deadline to meet or a project. Um, it could be even helping somebody, maybe they've got some priorities outside of work that they need some help with some scheduling or, whatever. So the point is you are helping them in some way. You are servicing them in some way. Again, workplace appropriate, right? And the last category is, I'm just going to keep using the word appropriate. It's appropriate physical touch. So in the workplace, that could look like, high fives, fist bumps, like an actual pat on the back. Maybe it's a handshake. So again, you got to be really, really cautious with it, and it's got to be appropriate for the person. Somebody I used to work with just really felt valued with hugging, and that had to be something that we had to work out together. Like, when was that going to be appropriate or not? So what were the rules around that? So, consider all of these things. Make sure you really consider the workplace setting, and, be appropriate with whatever it is you choose to do. But that is your challenge for today, is to find the one thing that resonates with each of your direct reports. So if you have a larger team, this is going to take a little bit more time. Have them do that assessment, at appreciationatwork.com. If you don't have direct reports, then who's in your circle of influence that you want to appreciate and validate? This isn't necessarily just about your direct reports. The recognition and appreciation and people feeling valued goes beyond the team. It goes beyond anybody that, or within anybody that you interact with, really. So that's the challenge. The trick, once you figure out how people prefer to be recognized and appreciated, is to then do it for something, right? Appreciate them for something. And what I would advise on this is to actively look for things that people are doing right. So often our brains are trained to catch people doing the wrong thing that we are so missing out on the 99% of the time that people are doing the right thing. People are more often than not doing the right thing. So catch them doing the right thing, recognize it, appreciate them in a way that is meaningful for them. So that is your challenge. Go find people to appreciate and to recognize, and do it in a meaningful and personal way. So good luck. Of course, let me know how it's going. If you need that 30-day challenge tracker, send me a message. Happy to send that over to you, and definitely want to hear from you in the comments. So good luck with today's challenge, and I will see you here tomorrow. Have a great day.